First for feet, comfort and care. I want to leave you comfortable and I care enough to come and see you. Right, my name's Sally Moffat. I'm 54 years old. I got recently made redundant last year, so consequently I sort of had a bit of a downer for several months. Took 3 months out and decided what I wanted to do, retrained, and I'm now a fully qualified foot practitioner. I set up the business, or started setting up the business in January and looking at saw the advertisement for the enterprise course that here at Hearson Road and found that it would be what I wanted. Phoned up, got on the first course, absolutely brilliant. Haven't looked back since. Very, very useful. So if you can get on it, get on it. Found it, well actually it was my other half, he found it in the paper, and basically, as he said, looking at the business, he said it would be a good idea because it involves things with older people. There's not much for us over 50s. They seem to think that once you're over a certain age, you're on the scrap heap. This was a good idea because it was in the paper, it was an advert to try and find out. Came along for this sort of interview here to find out more about it. Brilliant, what I wanted. So it was more through the local paper than anything. Yeah, basically, I have my own business. It's called First for Feet. I'm a foot health practitioner. What I do is I go out to people who are housebound or who not so much housebound, but I go to their own homes. I see what the problem is. It's normally people who can't do their own feet. We can't reach some of us because we put on weight. I struggle myself. You can't reach your feet, you've got arthritis, you can't bend, various problems. So I go out, I do a full treatment, I do their toenails, I check their feet, I check the skin, because I have diabetics, so need to be aware of it and things like that. And I think the last thing people like is that I actually go to their home and you can relax more in the comfort of your own home. And that's why I chose to do it. As you could say, it's my sort of unique selling point. I found so much of it very useful. A lot of it was the rapport between everybody. Because there was a mixture of ages, of businesses, people, and it was lovely because you get the rapport. Some people were far more advanced with their business than others. Some hadn't even got an idea of what they wanted to do. So you had that mixture, and that what I found was useful because you've got other people to sound off against. But Anne, the tutor, is amazing. She knows her stuff, and I cannot praise her enough. She knows what she's talking about, and she brought the class to life. And it is good because I enjoyed the whole class, the whole lot. I know it sounds silly, but there wasn't one thing that really stood out. Basically, I'm hoping to have, in 6 months to the end of the year, at least 70 clients. It doesn't sound a lot, but when you think you're not seeing them till every 6-7 weeks, that is one of my key targets. And basically, just to make a success of the business, that is what I'm aiming for. Got to work at it, but hey ho, you work at everything. I'm not on social media at the moment because I'm not on Facebook anyway. I am going to look at setting it up myself, but it's finding the time. In the Margate Handbook, I found that's been quite successful, very, very useful. Verbal, advertising, flyers, leaflet dropping. It's tedious, but it does pay off. I've got clients through that way. All the chemists I use, and word of mouth. You've got to give us a good service. You get good service, people will pass that information on. And once they rebook with you, then you can carry on. Is if you wish to do your own business, research it first. If you're working, then don't jump out the frying pan straight into the fire. Research it. Look at who else does it in the area. Look to see if there's a demand, because the last thing you want to do is give up a job and find that whatever business you're doing is going to fail because you haven't got the business or the clientele out there. You need to research it. if you feel that then that you can go for it, go for it. But be positive. You've got to try.